value of conferences for me is like it's way past just like the knowledge that the people up on the stage give you.
Sure.
It's the dude sitting next to you at the conference.
I feel like there's so much missing other than just seeing the speakers. And I mean, we've gotten so much value no matter what size your business is from these speakers, but just the camaraderie and meeting people.
And you come to a conference and you find yourself kind of getting a mental reset in terms of you're opening your mind to new ideas, getting refreshed about going to work again.
All right, so today we're in Marco Island at the Roofing Process Conference. Behind me is the beautiful ocean, and we've been soaking up the sun for the last few days and really enjoying this. And, shooting something real quick here. Before the conference, I seen a lot of comments on Facebook and going around social media about like, who would go to a conference, such a waste of time. And I feel like there's so much missing other than just seeing the speakers. And I mean, we've gotten so much value no matter what size your business is from these speakers, but just the camaraderie and meeting people. And this is Ethan Andes with me, Tyler Bastron. What do you guys think?
Yeah, so I have built my business on conferences, and the reason why is because these conferences, roofing specifically, like you go and we probably all use some of the software that's there as vendors.
Yeah.
Like some of the vendors there. When you become friends with them, what you do is you go to the conferences and you get with the people that you know at the booths and you ask them to introduce you to other successful business owners that they either work with or know. And like, I've done this to Mike Goldenstein, like I've done this to a few people, and like, they'll go take you up to a very successful business owner and be like, hey, this is Ethan Andes. You should talk to him. And I'm like, hey, how are you? Like, I need to know all these secrets that'll take our business to the next level. So yeah, there's a point where like, the value you get from the speakers, but then the more that you go to and the more you meet, like we've been to conferences for probably years together. And I remember you were one of the people that I looked up to and watched all the videos to. And one day I walked up and was like, hey man, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
And like, we've been friends ever since. And then I got to meet this guy, Tyler, and just being able to bounce that stuff as you go. Like a lot of times we know what to do. You just need somebody to bounce it off of.
Yeah.
And be like, what are you running into? So value of conferences for me is like it's way past just like the knowledge that the people up on the stage give you.
Sure.
It's the dude sitting next to you at the conference.
Yeah, to kind of piggyback on that, I catch myself in the Monday through Friday, the horse blinders come on. I'm just heading down the track of the grind, right? And you come to a conference and you find yourself kind of getting a mental reset in terms of you're opening your mind to new ideas and you're getting refreshed about going to work again. Listening to people like you, I think, man, we talked last night quite a bit. You can't help but get re-energized and refocused on where you're going, because otherwise you get the horse blinders out and you don't really take your company anywhere.
It's perspective, man. Yeah, you can't see the forest through the trees. And like when we talk, you can basically like there's somebody else going through the same problem that I'm going through and having issues,
And sometimes they have a solution for something that you spent 6 months trying to find a solution for. And it's like, yeah, we did this. Oh, well, that makes perfect sense. Why didn't I think of that?
So like the old roofing process conference and then this new one, like I would say I built my business on that. Like I flew out to Dimitri's office way back in the day and talked. Like I met Eric Hesselink, his old general manager, who bought the company from him. I spent like 3 hours with him. Like I cornered this dude. Like they're all talking to Dimitri, and I'm like, so what do you do when a lead comes in to your CRM here? And this dude, he spent so much time with me, and like those
Valuable, right? I mean,
dude, that networking or those connections, I could text him right now.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
And that's how I wanted to kind of like go a little bit deeper in is like the speakers are cool. I mean, it's amazing. I have so many notes in my phone, but I have way more notes sitting with you and Braden and all the other people that I'm around constantly. And then, with Dimitri, I became friends with everybody where I'm just texting them. You need something. It's like, hey, we're running into this. What are you guys doing? And just to have that communication with people when you need it.
So there's this weird, like star effect. So like, I remember watching all your videos and then thinking that you were like, you're special, but it was like something like that star effect. And it's like, you don't want to go talk to those people. But guys, like we create maybe more content than you, but we are just like every one of you guys trying to build your roofing companies.
Oh yes.
Like if you come up, I wear a green shirt. I was telling you that I wear a green shirt intentionally to start conversations with people at these events. Like I want to help. I want to be helped. And so you got to put yourself out there. You got to come up to people that you don't know and be like, I've been following your social media. Like, how many times have you gotten that? And be like,
Oh, yeah.
we've
Seen your videos
stuff.
back in the day.
It's like, well, great. We're going to keep making them. So keep following them. And then you make some. And then like we'll collab and then we'll all get more followers.
Yeah,
That.
there's no egos here.
Yeah.
You might be a little bit timid to walk up to Dimitri because you see him you see him constantly on social media, and you like you said, that star effect. But ultimately, he'll talk to you just like you and I are talking.
Oh, yeah.
Now there is not an ego in this building today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice because none of us have all the answers. You don't know what you don't know. Eric tells me all the time, you don't know what you don't know. You gotta talk to people, and you have to learn. So the fact it can be a little bit overwhelming. You can be a little bit shy to go and want to talk to somebody, but ultimately they're here to help. They're here to conversate with you and ultimately learn from you as well as you're learning from them.
No. So you've heard it from us. If you're thinking about going to a conference, don't listen to what's going on online. Get out there and get it. And when you do go, make sure you're open and you're talking to people and you're out there networking. Don't closed mouths don't get fed. You got to go out there and get it. And like these guys said, we built their entire businesses on stuff like this.
So I will give you one cheat code, and I did this, is if you can somehow figure out who's going, research their business beforehand and get the hit list of people that you need to talk to. Because there's these guys that are maybe 1 or 2 levels ahead of you that have figured out. It's called dumb tax. Okay, I've avoided hundreds of thousands of dollars in dumb tax just by going up and intentionally saying, Eric, I've been following your stuff. I noticed you do this. Like, I have this specific question. And it will save you so much time, energy, and money, and it will accelerate your business to the next level. So
Yeah.
mode.
I just learned something just now.
Yeah. I mean, I always come with I'm looking through the speakers and I'm talking to him. This is what I need.
I'm looking at attendees. Yeah, right. Like when I see those posts, like, oh yeah, who's attending? And I'm like scrolling through and I'm like, oh, we're going to have a conversation.
Absolutely. And that's how it happens though. No, it's great.